Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome all of you to Condorama 7 webinar. I'm Milton Mootoka and I'm the chair of this program for CAI. The Hawaii chapter of CAI is celebrating its 36th anniversary since its inception. In 1990, CAI put on its first program with the Real Estate Commission, and it was entitled Condorama, and I was the chair of that program. It was held at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, and we drew a crowd of over 800, which at the time was the single largest community association program ever held. Since then, we have been working with the Real Estate Commission to put on educational seminars. So here we are 31 years later, and we're putting on Condorama 7. The objective of this seminar is to share information with all of you, which we hope will be helpful in your various capacities with community associations. We're pleased with the registration count, and again, we hope that you all get information that you find helpful. At the end of the presentations, we will take questions to the extent that we have time. You can submit your questions by typing the questions panel on your screen, typing in on the questions panel on your screen. Please note the panelists to whom you want the question to be answered. This seminar is funded by the funds from the Condominium Education Fund Real Estate Commission for condominium apartment owners whose associations are currently registered with the Real Estate Commission. I would now like to introduce the speakers in the order of their presentation. The first speaker will be Jonathan Billings. Jonathan is Vice President of Operations of Touchstone Properties and has been involved in community association management since 2010. He was awarded Property Manager of the Year in 2011 by the Resident Manager Association. And then in 2014, he received the prestigious HOKA Award from the CAI chapter of Hawaii. This is given in recognition of his participation in supporting CAI programs and his demonstrated leadership skills. Jonathan is currently the president of the Hawaii chapter of CAI. He holds the Professional Community Association Manager, PCAM, and Reserve Specialist designations from CAI. He will be speaking on the ABCs of reserves. Following Jonathan will be Lance Fujisaki. Lance is a senior partner of the firm of Anderson and Fujisaki. He received his undergraduate degree from the University of California at Berkeley and his law degree from the Hastings College of Law. His firm represents community associations as his primary focus in practice. Lance has spoken and taught numerous seminars for CAI Hawaii. He's written many articles, and he's been someone that we have always depended upon to assist us when we need help on putting on programs. Lance will be speaking on the do's and don'ts of construction contracts. Following Lance will be Josh German. Josh is an agent with Insurance Associates. Insurance Associates insures over 1,000 community associations in the state of Hawaii and is the largest independent insurance agency to do so. Josh has handled insurance for community associations since 2007. Since joining Insurance Associates in 2014, Josh's primary responsibility has been to insure associations on all of the neighbor islands. He personally handles over 300 community associations on all the neighbor islands. Josh was born in Lihui, Kauai. He's an active participant in the CAI Hawaii chapter, as well as the IROM and the Community Council of Maui. While in Kauai, he survived both hurricanes Iwa and Iniki, and he attributes this to helping him to deal with the trauma of community association problems. Josh will be speaking on what insurance contractors should have before you hire them. Steve Glanstein will be batting cleanup. Steve is a professional registered parliamentarian and has been nationally certified as a professional registered parliamentarian since 1984. He has served as a parliamentarian, as a presiding officer in over 1,800 meetings since receiving that designation. He also provides written testimony as an expert for trials and has been called as an expert witness as well. He has been an advocate for community association issues with the legislature over the years. He is past president of the CAI chapter of Hawaii and received the Richard M. Gorley Distinguished Service Award for his outstanding contributions to the community association industry. If you are going to have a contentious meeting, if it's a recall meeting or a contentious annual meeting, I would recommend consulting with Steve. He's been through it all and he can guide you to make the meeting go much smoother. Little known fact about Steve is that he holds a black belt in Aikido. So if you are going to have a contentious meeting, it might be good to have around. He has shared with me that in one instance he's had to use it against an owner who attempted to assault him. So the good thing about Steve is that when you hire him, you actually get a twofer. You get a parliamentarian and a bouncer. Anyway, he will be speaking on annual meeting blunders to avoid. So without further ado, I'd like to turn the program over to the first speaker, Jonathan Billings. Thank you.